So I'm just planning to start automation today. Yeah, there is something called exception handling, which needs to be, exception handling and the file handling. So there are two, topics which needs to be covered in Java, but that will be covered as part of automation course. Okay. So I'm just planning to start automation today. Like, what is automation? How you actually find the elements. Okay, so how the Selenium will talk to the browser, because browser in the sense it can be anything, right? Chrome, Internet Explorer, whatever the browser, Firefox or whatever. Okay, so how the Selenium know to talk to that browser and open that browser and enter the URL, and how it will enter the data into the fields. So what is the flow? How that flow goes. How the Selenium will understand and talk to the browser. Okay. So for everything, whatever, like Selenium, we have the Selenium jar files. We need to have that. Let me know if you are able to see my screen.
Can see that.
Okay. So basically, to start with automation with the Selenium, you need to have the jar files. So it means library files of Selenium. Okay, so those will be mentioning in pom.xml file as a dependency. So if you mention this as a dependency in the pom.xml file, this is the project. This is our project. Right. Let me close all. Okay, this Selenium automation is our project. Okay, so when we create this project as a Maven project, there will be pom.xml file will be created automatically. So here what we have to do, we just have to mention the dependency which is needed for the Selenium. Okay, so this you can even copy from the internet, same Maven dependency for Selenium and Java. So those it will give this. Okay, we just have to copy and paste this here. Okay, so now Selenium and Java jar files are ready. So what all we need? So we have to talk to the Chrome browser or any browser, right? For instance, mostly will be using Chrome. Okay, so let's go with the Chrome. So to talk to the Chrome, so Chrome browser has given one driver file. Okay, so what we have to do, we just have to download the driver file from the internet. Okay, when you have the driver file and when you say the path of the driver file to the Selenium, and using that driver file, Selenium will talk to the Chrome browser. Okay, so what we have to do, Chrome driver file for Selenium. Chrome driver, not jar file. Chrome driver for Selenium. Okay, so if you open the first one, I think it depends on the version. If you're using Chrome version 1.1, you'll be having this one. So let's see which version we have. Okay, help and about Chrome. So we have 100, right? So let's take the browser which supports the 100. Okay, so if I click this one, so we for the Windows we have to download this one, Win32. For the Mac you have to download Mac 64. Okay, so Chrome driver Win32 is for Windows version. Since I'm having the Windows operating system, I'm downloading the Windows one. Okay, so once it is downloaded, we just have to extract extract the zip file. So it is extracted to this folder, right? So you just have to copy this one, copy this driver file and paste in your project. So where is your project? My project is here. Under E workspace, Selenium automation is my project. So I'll put under SRC main resources. I'll create a folder here. I mean, it's just optional. Just you can put anywhere. So drivers, and I'm putting here under source main resources. So mostly the driver, these things will be pasting under resources. So the reason why I put this, I mean, you can put anywhere, but for that is how the, I mean, uh, they'll follow the structured way of frameworks. Okay, so so whatever these test data and driver files and some external files, okay, will be maintaining under resources. So I created a folder called drivers. I pasted here Chrome driver. Okay. Then we also need to have a jar Chrome driver jar file. The second one, we need to have dependency of Chrome driver. Chrome driver dependency. Maven dependency. Chrome driver Maven dependency. So if you go to that Maven repository, I mean, this is one-time configuration. You just need to know that. So let's take the, let's take the latest one. You have to copy this one and paste it here, the dependency. So now you have Selenium Chrome driver dependency and Selenium Java dependency, and you have the Chrome driver file. Okay. So now what we need to do, I'll just create a class automation test or something. Okay. If you see this class I just copied from somewhere, but basically what you have to do, so the lines which you have here are the one-time configuration but important ones. You just need to know these things. Okay. So what you have to do, you have to tell to the Selenium that where is the webdriver.chrome driver, where is the Chrome driver file. Okay. So my Chrome driver file is under resources drivers, right? Chrome driver.exe. So I'm just giving path of that, but system.set property. When I say system.set property of webdriver.chrome.driver and the path of the exe file. So when I say system.get property of user directory, so this user directory means which, I mean the folder which you are in, I mean the project which you are in. So it will take under N workspace Selenium automation. Under until this one, it will take as a user directory. When I say system.get property of user directory, wherever in your framework or in your project, when you say system.get property of user directory, it means that which directory you are in, which project you are in, it will take until that. You are in E workspace Selenium automation. So this is your workspace, right? This is your project. So until here, it will take as a user directory. Okay. So, but for example, if I put this one, E workspace Selenium here, I can also put this one. Instead of this one, I can put like this. But if I share this code to somebody else, they might save this project somewhere. not might be in e workspace. They might put in some other drive, D drive or maybe C drive or maybe in some other place. So in those cases, it will not find this one, right? So that the reason why we always put get property of user directory, so that it will take the base directory. From there, this is common. This src test resources, everybody will have this one. Okay, src main resources drivers. So so that is the reason we have hard coded this one, but the user directory is dynamic. Okay, and you have to set the path of your chrome driver exe file to this property. So why is like that? Okay, I mean that is how the Selenium, using this keyword, the Selenium will identify, okay, this is the chrome driver.exe file. So unless you set the property and the path of this chrome.exe file, so Selenium will not understand. Okay, so the first step is this one. You have to set this property, yeah, and the path of chrome.exe file. Okay, and these desired capabilities is sometimes it is just optional. Okay, even without that you can have, but yeah, I'll tell you later why is that. Okay, then
For any project, system.set and system.get properties compulsory?
yeah, system.set properties must, you must set this
Must.
system.set property, yes. Only by this keyword and the path of the exe file, so Selenium and Chrome will talk.
Mhm.
Okay, so this must be needed. This is the step which is very important. Yeah, I mean this is static. I mean once you know, it will never change. But people will ask, how do you set your property? What is the, I mean the uh, key?
Purpose.
Yeah, what is the purpose, or
Okay.
maybe what is the name? I mean what is the property name you set? They'll ask. So this one
Hmm.
is the important one, because this is static. This will never change. And you should know system.set property, and I'll give the path of my chrome driver.exe file.
Okay.
Okay, now this one just leave for now. Okay, I'll not even go with this one. So so now everything is ready, right? So since Selenium, when we say it is Selenium WebDriver, okay, WebDriver is the class where it has all the methods needed to automation. Okay, so what we have to do, we just have to declare one variable called WebDriver driver. So this is also must public static WebDriver, and just this is just an object. This can be driver, dir, or whatever. Okay, so WebDriver is an interface. Okay, this interface will have all the methods which are required to automate your application. Okay, so so when you are saying Selenium, it means it is WebDriver, Selenium WebDriver. Okay, so WebDriver is an interface, so you have to create an reference to that, and after that where you want it to run. If you want to run in Chrome driver, I mean even I can write it here, just WebDriver driver equal to new WebDriver, new Chrome driver. I'm just declaring there, but initializing here because I can initialize anything here, new Chrome driver. So what I'm saying to the WebDriver, please use Chrome browser to automate your application. So by this statement, so Selenium knows that, okay, I have to run in Chrome. Okay, here you can write anything, new Internet Explorer driver, and you can also write new driver equal to new For Firefox, it is not Firefox driver. It is something called Firefox driver. New. Okay. So it's like, I mean, if you declare Chrome driver, it will open Chrome browser. It will if you declare internet, it will open the internet browser. If you say Firefox, it will open the Firefox. Okay. So right now we're just opening the Chrome driver, and there are two methods which you can open the browser. I mean, it will open the browser, but what URL you have to open, right? So when you say get driver dot get of this URL, so the browser will open and it will paste this URL and it will open this URL and navigate to. So this is optional. I mean, these two are the different methods. Either you can use get, or either you can use navigate to open your browser. Okay. So not both of them. Okay. Either you use get or navigate to. Okay. So mostly they'll ask what is the difference between get and navigate, because you have two methods to open the, right? Why you need two methods? What is the use of, and what is the difference? Okay. So both are same, both will open the browser and both will open the URL, but navigate, when you use navigate, okay, what you do, then you can do in this way. You can go back and forward. I mean, it will maintain the history. Navigate, if you say navigate driver dot navigate back, it will go back to the previous screen. Forward, it will come to. So when you have some requirements like in the navigate, you have to use back and forward, then then you use navigate too. Otherwise you mostly use driver dot get, because driver dot get is performance wise it is quite fast. Okay, unless you have specific requirement of going back and forward, then you use navigate dot to and the URL. Okay. So I mean, these are the basics which you have to understand. Once you are clear with today's class, and from tomorrow it will be easy, very easy, because all you need to is just find the elements and apply the actions. That's all. Only the today's class is the basics, and you have to understand. Okay. So the first thing is you have to set the property. Then you have to say which driver you have to work with. Create. I mean, to the WebDriver, you create an instance of Chrome or Internet Explorer or Firefox. Okay. Sometimes you need to, run your application in both Chrome or Firefox. So in those cases, what you do, you just put condition here. If browser equal to, if browser dot equals of Chrome. So this all Chrome specific things you put it here. I mean, inside this if condition. And then if you say if browser dot equal to IE, then you put that specific condition here. I mean, you can put your conditions, and inside each block you can write the specific code of the Chrome driver and specific code of IE, specific of Firefox. Okay.
Instead of giving if and else, can we declare here driver equals to new IE?
Yeah, I mean, if you you can declare driver dot, I mean,
IE
new Internet Explorer basically.
and driver dot new Chrome, both we can declare here
No,
instead of
no,
giving
both
if.
if no, no, both if you declare which one you have to. I mean, Selenium will get confused, right? You have given Chrome and you have given
Uh-huh.
Internet Explorer. So only
Okay,
one it
okay.
has to be there.
Mhm.
So which one it
Then
has?
we
I
have
mean,
to.
yeah. I mean, you have to give if conditions, okay, and
Mhm.
you have to run this method thrice by passing one time. You have to pass Chrome, then Chrome will run. Then you have to pass IE. Then again you will call this method. IE will run, and again Firefox. I mean, the same test method will run in Chrome, will run in IE, will run in Firefox. Okay,
Okay.
that we'll see it later how we can do that. But basically, like yeah. So you define in that way.
Okay.
Okay. But one time it has to be only one driver. It can be Chrome, it can be Firefox, it can be IE. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So and this one driver dot manage dot window dot maximize. This one will just maximize your browser. And this all I'll not write it here. Okay. Okay. Let me just put this URL of uh, automation practice. See if we try to run this, what will happen? Let's see. I think something else is missing. The browser is opened, and we'll see if it enters that URL. Yeah, it entered the automation practice URL, and it should maximize. I think, not sure why it is very slow, but yeah. Hmm. Not sure if the application is very slow or why it is taking this much of time, but yeah. But as you see, using this, let me just close this once and see. I'll stop the process. Let me run it again. Okay. And it is maximized. Not sure, maybe for the first time it has taken the time, that much of time. But yeah, so this is the basics. Like these four steps, which are very important. Not only four, only three, I can say. So one is you have to set system.set property, and you have to create an instance which browser you need to open, and you have to use either get or navigate method to open the URL. Okay, and this one is for maximize. This is just optional, you can maximize or not. And close, when you say driver.close, it will close the browser. For now I'll not close the browser to see the actions. But yeah, so before it has not run, right? I think that there is some other jar files which are needed. Maybe that's the reason. Maybe apart from the Selenium Java, Selenium server, there might be something else. Uh, Maybe the Maven Sure plugin. I think some jar files which is needed. That's the reason it has not run. But I just copied those jar files from the previous project, so it has run. Okay. So okay. So as you see now, let me just close that. Okay. So this is the clean code, right? In the main method, you have written webdriver.chrome driver. You set this property with the path of your exe file, and you create an instance, Chrome driver instance, and then you use this get method to open the URL and maximize. So from here, so all you do is that, come on. So this is your application, right? So what you have to do, you have to do the actions now. Okay. So your browser is open, and now whatever requirement you have, okay. So what you have to do, you have to, I mean, suppose if you are testing it manually, this sign in page, what you do, you click on sign in page, right? In the same way, even in the automation, you click on sign in. So how do you click on sign in? First, you have to find the path of this sign in. Please try to understand, because this, if you understand the basics, then it's very easy for you. You just have to right click and inspect. Inspect is finding. So you always use that. So whatever you want, you just go right click and say inspect. Inspect. Okay, I'll move this to downside. Inspect. So this sign in is under anchor tag A. I mean, this is link. This is link, right? All the links will be in the tag A. Okay. Before that, I'll tell you there is one thing which maybe I'll put it here itself. So to find the elements inside the web page, you have locators, ID, name, XPath, link text, CSS selector, partial link text, class name. Okay. So these are the locators you have in Selenium to identify any kind of any element. Okay. So in your interview, they'll ask, okay, how many locators you have? What are the locators you have, and what locators you use mostly, and why? Okay. So the first thing you have to remember is that there are these locators. We have ID, name, XPath, link text, CSS selector, partial link text, class name. Okay. So what is ID? What is name? What is XPath? So these things, for any kind of element, okay, any kind of element in the web application will have some ID or some name or link text. Link text means it will be under anchor tag. When there is something which is in tag A, so it will display. I mean, in the back end. I mean, this is the HTML of your this. I mean the UI page. This is UI, means user interface. Okay, so when you see sign in, so the developer has written this one to display sign in. Developer has written the code under A. That is the reason it is displaying as a link, as hand button. You see link.
Mm.
Okay, it means, so to identify this sign in element, either you have to have ID, name. Okay, so in the anchor tag, you don't have any ID name, but this is anchor tag, right? So you can use link text, link text. So what you do here, driver dot, the method is find element. It is always find element, find element. Okay, you have to find the element by what? So there is a method called by dot, what you have to find, either ID, either name, or either link text. Since this is anchor tag and this is a link, so you have to use link text. And what is the text? Sign in, sign in, sign small in. So now you find the element. What you have to do? Action. What action you have to do? Click. Dot click. Okay. So what drive? So here this sentence, right? This line. So driver is finding the element by link text with sign in and applying the action, which is click. You clear with this one?
Yes.
So yeah, okay. To click on sign in, the action is click, So Selenium has the method called click and
Mhm.
find the path. So this is the method for everything. This is the method driver dot find element. You always write this one, driver dot find element by, I mean, you're saying by is one they have given by dot link
LinkedIn.
text of sign in dot click. Okay. Suppose you clicked. So now you have to create an account. Okay. To create an account, you have to give an email ID here, right? The fresh new email ID you have to give. Let me just say Ramesh1234 at gmail.com. But you, oh, sorry, you have to enter it here, right? Enter and you have to click on create account. To enter, again, you have to find the path of this one, email address, path of this text box. This is text box, path of the text box. What is the path here? This one, input, right? So for text boxes, you always have input. Okay. So here is the actual method you have to find. See, it has id equal to email create. It has name. So we, how many locators we have? We have id locator, we have name locator.
Yes.
We have used link text. Now you know how to use link text. When there is something which is there in the anchor tag, then you will use link text to find the element. Okay. Now for this text boxes, mostly you will be using id and name. So here you have id equal to, when there is something id equal to, it means that this text box has, this element has some id, this element has some name. So either you can use id or name. Let's use id. So driver dot find element by dot id of, what is the id? Email create. Now you find the element. What is the action you have to do? There it is click, but
E-
here you have to enter it, right? Enter.
Enter.
Yeah. For enter, Selenium has method dot send keys. I mean, you don't have many methods. Don't. I mean, scale like there might be many methods. No. For click, you always have click. For entering any value, you have send keys. I mean, sending some keys.